Tonight's game night is Horrified by Ravensburger. Okay, I will go first.
What's in here?
But to kind of explain the game a little bit here, you randomly choose your characters. I am the explorer. My special action is to place a hero on any non-water spaces, and the explorer starts at the location camp, which is right here.
I am the scientist. My ability is to add 1 strength to any items that are used. And my starting location is the Institute.
So at the beginning of the game, you automatically receive 1 hero card. You can play this during any hero phase, so mine or his. And we have 2 monsters that we're going to be going against. We have Dracula, and we have
The creature from the Black Lagoon.
the point of the game is to, of course, destroy the monsters. How you destroy the monsters, they have their own little actions. So as you can see, the coffins are set up on 4 different locations, 1 in the dungeon, and so on and so forth. And you have to actually go to those spots, and for the coffins, they have a red 6 on it. You have to get 6 red tokens, which these are tokens, and they have a number at the very top. That number is where you would actually utilize for the 6, quote unquote. So we already decided who's going first. So I will go ahead and go first, and I'm going to pick up the 2 spots, or 2 things at the location here, which is at the camp. And I have 3 total actions, which it says at the very top of your board. So there's 2 of my actions, and then my 3rd action, I am going to go ahead and teleport to a non-water space for my special action, and I will end my turn. Now we go to the monster phase. Oh no, it's not the, is it the monster phase? Okay, the monster phase. And there's a number at the top, and then stuff at the bottom, and sometimes it has some phrases that you have to actually utilize for the game. So the number at the top is how many of the little tokens that you have to put out, and of course the tokens have their own locations on them, so that's where you place them. So that was the camp and the museum. And if we were playing with the Bride and Frankenstein, we would have to utilize the card, which is the characters that are on it. So we go to the very bottom of the card, and there are 3 monsters on it. We have 1 monster that it does actually touch, so it is the creature, and it moves 2 spaces.
And the creature, whenever you're moving a monster, it moves closest to the first hero, or if there was a villager out on the board, it would move closer to them. But since they're not, he's going to move 2 spaces towards the nearest player. So he's going to move 1, 2, move from the lagoon to the river.
And if there was someone on this space, which no one can go on water spaces anyways, if there were someone on a water space, then he would be able to roll 1 dice to attack. But he didn't have to, so it doesn't matter.
The other 2 monsters that were on the card, if they were in play, would also move, would be the werewolf and the invisible man. Alright, and I have 4 actions for my character, so I am going to pick up for 1, move for 1, that's 2,
Leia being
3,
a crazy girl.
and 4. Alright, monster card. 3 tokens get put out, so we've got the barn, the abbey, and the mansion. On the move the frenzy marker to the next monster. So come to the creature. Move each villager one space towards
But you
their
don't have any.
safe location. And each villager is different. Like this one is Dr. Reed. He gets placed out whenever he gets told to, and his safe location is the camp. And that concludes their turn. So.
Okay, now it goes to me. I'm going to go ahead and pick up these two. And you do not have a hand limit of these, so you can pick up as many as you want. I only have a total of 4. They both have a 2 on the top of my red, so I wouldn't be able to destroy this. So I'm going to go ahead and go somewhere else. I'm going to teleport up to here to the barn. And I'm going to choose the card. Has a 3 at the top, so 3 tokens. The Innocent. Place Maria at the barn. Oh, hey, that's right where I am. And there are 2 monsters on this. It has Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein. So both of them, of course, are not being played, so we don't utilize them. And then the Frenzy marker.
So a frenzied monster. So if they were to move, they would be able to go ahead and utilize 2 actions. So they'd be able to go ahead and either move twice or attack twice if they're on a space with the hero or villager. But seeing as how the creature was not able to be moved this time, nothing happens. There are 2 ways that the monsters can win. One, if the terror meter reaches the skull, or if we run out of monster cards, which means that we took too long to go ahead and beat the monsters instead of the
There's
town.
no shuffling the discard pile for a new deck. It's end.
So you really want to be methodical with your plan on what kind of moves you're going to take. Otherwise, you'll run out of time or you'll run out of cards.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And move here for 4. Okay. 2. Oh, this is going to be fun. There's the precinct and the theater. And the creature gets to move 2 spaces, so he gets to actually move
toward someone that's closest to him.
He moves to me, and he gets to roll 1 die to see if he can go ahead and attack. So there is an attack symbol, a blank symbol, and an exclamation point. So each symbol is a little different. So if you get a hit, the hit means that you can either go ahead and move the terror marker up 1 and you get moved to the hospital. Or if you have any tokens, you can sacrifice however many hit tokens that you have to go ahead and negate damage per se. If you get the exclamation point, if you have the exclamation point for the creature, it's called Rock the Boat, which means that you would move his little boat token because you're trying to find his hideout. You'd move it back 1 space. But as of right now, we haven't moved it, so it wouldn't go anywhere. So let's see if I get hit or if nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Nothing happened. Nice.
He went to go swipe me, but he missed because he had salty eyes. Your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up this. I'm going to move here. And
You didn't want to take Maria to her safe space?
Where's Maria's safe space? Oh, the camp?
Yeah.
Sure, instead of that, I'm go here with Maria.
Alright, so Maria is now safe.
And I get a
white card.
White card or a hero card.
And then you've got 1 more action. So if you want, you can teleport to the dungeon.
I'm actually going to utilize this. The current player takes 2 additional actions, so I actually have 3 actions left. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Teleport here. And use my barn number 6 to destroy the first coffin, which is at the dungeon. So you place it right on the dungeon here on the villain board here. And now I go on to the villain turn. 3. Egyptian expert. Place Professor Pearson at the cave.
Professor Pearson. He is right here, and you said the cave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's the mummy, which we do not have playing, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, and this goes to the Institute, the barn, and the laboratory.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to move to the camp. So in order to progress the boat, you'll need to go ahead and collect different colored tokens. So every token that you submit will give you an option to go ahead and move throughout the board. It's color based, so it alternates between red, yellow, and blue. So what I typically do is I try to go ahead and go after a couple of them that give me the most distance, so that way we can kind of knock out one monster before it gets too late in the game.
Like blue to yellow, yellow to red, that type of thing.
So that was one action. So I'm going to use my blue token to move the ship to the blue. Then I'm going to use a yellow token, which is step number 3 for me. Move it to here, and I'll sacrifice my last yellow one to advance the boat to the next yellow spot.
Very nice, very nice.
Alright. 2. It's a good thing we're not playing with the Wolfman, because I always draw this card, and it's evil. The mansion and the barn. But it's called The Hunt is On. So there is a haunted emblem that is in the box that comes with the werewolf. So if you have it, you give it to the current player, and then you have to move the Wolfman 3 spaces towards the hero with that emblem. And I always manage to get that emblem, and he always comes after me. But luckily he's not in this game. So both of our monsters actually get to go ahead and move. So the creature gets to move 2 additional spaces because he's frenzied. So he comes here to the cave, and he gets a chance to attack Dr. Pearson. And if any of your villagers get hit, they are dead. And you have to raise the terror meter 1, which he got double slapped. So no
terror meter goes up 1.
And Dr. Pearson is dead in the cave. And Dracula also gets to move 1 space out of his crypt to the abbey.
Okay. So I am going to teleport to the barn and pick up these 2. And I will end my turn.
Okay.
So the monster's turn. 2. So the thief, so the invisible man, doesn't play anything. The creature moves 1. Which could be 2 because he's frenzied. And that's it.
Alright, and the new tokens went out on the camp and the institute.
Perfect.
Okay, let's see. And you can move in and out of a space with a monster. They will not attack you. But if you land on them permanently to end your turn, it does give them an attack of opportunity to go ahead and swipe at you. But we're not going to let that happen. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and pick up her 4. Alright. That way I can start helping with the coffins. So this one has no new tokens that get to get put out.
Darn it.
And Dracula gets to move 1 space. And that's it.
Not too terrible. Okay. 1, 2, and move for 3.
Alright. And if you land on a space with another hero, you can give tokens to them. So if he wanted to come to me and I wanted to give him this red token that has a number 6 on the top, I could go ahead and do so, but it would cost as an action.
Yep. 3.
Okay.
Place Fritz at the tower.
Oh, he's kind of creepy. He looks like Igor. The tower's over there. Barn.
that's it.
The docks. And the docks.
That works.
Okay, let's see. So the cave is the closest one to me. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect.
Alright. Place Maleva at the camp. And that's it.
There's no
Nope.
tokens?
No, because the Wolfman is not in
No.
the game. Oh, sorry, 3 tokens. Alright, so we've got the tower, and the barn.
And the tower. No. Okay, so I'll just kind of go through here, see what I want to use, because I can mix and match. So unfortunately I don't just have a 1, so I unfortunately am going to have a wasted point. So 6, the graveyard is gone. And that was 3 actions,
That was,
wasn't it? Or is that
no,
2 actions?
that's
Because
one
I used
action.
2.
It's 1 action
It's still
because
just
you
one action?
destroyed the coffin for
Oh,
1.
okay.
You
Perfect.
have 2 spots left, so you can go here
Yeah.
and destroy another one.
Yep.
Okay, and that one is the crypt.
Perfect.
Alright,
And I have,
monster.
well, wouldn't that just be 2? So I have 1 more.
You moved here for 2 and
Oh,
destroyed
that's
for
right.
3.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Duh. 3. The delivery. Place Wilbur and Chick at the shop. And no monster moves because it's
Graveyard, the Institute,
Frankenstein and his wife.
and the mansion.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I am already here at the cave, so I'm going to use my 1 token that's got a value of 6 on it to destroy the last coffin.
Woohoo!
Meaning now we can go ahead and go after Dracula, which he needs a total of 6
Yep. 6.
yellow tokens, which we already have. Yellow is spiritual, so they have a lot of either Bibles or
tarot cards, or this one has
has
Wolfbane on it.
this one's a stake, so it's very fitting for Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that was 1 action. We'll go ahead and move to the camp for 2, pick up for 3, and place for 4, which will go ahead and advance the boat to another yellow space.
Perfect.
And I'll draw my monster card, a 2. Alright, we've got the mansion and the precinct. And Dracula gets to move 1 space. And the creature gets to move 2 spaces, which would put him here at the cave, because he can't come into a non-water space.
Or he would have went after us. Okay. I'm going to teleport to Dracula
Okay,
and use my 2 yellow.
okay.
And Dracula is dead.
Alright, so that is 2 actions. You have 1 action left.
Okay, I am going to teleport to the Abbey.
Okay. And that's it.
Yep.
Alright.
Actually, no, I want to do the museum. I lied. I lied.
Let's see, we actually need some blue because we have to end on blue for his. Well, I know, but that's only 1 because there's 3 blue
I was
spaces.
thinking about just getting yellow, yellow, and then my blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see where I want to move. Oh, monster card.
Oh. Okay. 2. Swamp creature
Uh-huh.
moves 1, which is really 2 because he's
Frenzied.
frenzied. And that's it.
Alright, the theater and the inn.
Oh, nice.
Okay, let's see where I want to go. Let's go 1, 2.
While you're doing that, I'm going to
3.
move any monster 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. And then, if you want, I have a card. Instead of you having to use your ability, I can place a hero in a non-water space. So if you want, I can just teleport you if you need me to.
Yeah, teleport me to the camp.
Well, aren't you going to pick up?
Yeah. You have to do your monster card.
Yeah. Alright, nothing. And I don't have to do the thing that's on the card because Dracula is already gone. And then the other things do not work because we do not have Frankenstein or the Invisible Man.
So 1, 2.
Alright, and I'll move you to the camp for my hero card.
And
Just
2
one.
yellow.
Just one.
Oh.
'Cause-
Oh yeah. I guess I already did 2 actions.
Alright, so yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Monster card.
3. Place Dr. Reed at the Institute.
Yep.
And the creature moves 2. And has the little marker on it.
Okay, and he can actually move to where the Dr. Reed is at.
And it's 2 dice. And he's dead.
And then we also have to move the token back 1 because you rolled a exclamation point. That's a dox. Right there. And again. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to go pick up for 1, 2, 3. Place the red one I just picked up for 4. Oh, wait. Yeah, the red one for 4, which should advance it to here. And then that is it for my turn. And then you can go ahead and
Monster card.
use yours. Well, you need to go ahead and pick up 1 more blue. Alright.
1 more blue.
Yes. To get to there. And then you need 1 of each color.
Oh, okay.
2. So we've got the mansion and the camp.
Dang it, why couldn't it be blue?
And then you get to move the creature 2 spaces.
Okay. So I'm going to teleport here. Grab this blue. So there's 2 actions. And teleport here.
For 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 3. Place Lucy at the theater.
Alright,
And
so
if Dracula was still playing, he would be able to move right now.
you got the museum, the camp, and the mansion. Okay. Well, there's nothing I can really do, so I guess I can just move around the board just because I can. Alright, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and nothing happens because Dracula is out of the game.
Perfect. Okay. Well, I do it. I place
Well,
all
no,
these.
it only you have 1 left because you only have 3 actions. So move
Oh.
1 for this. Alright, so you're at his lair, and then you need to use 3 colors, 3 different tokens to go ahead and defeat the creature. So go ahead and use it.
Well, I thought you just said I couldn't. Then I use
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, you'd be 1 shy. Oh no, it's a defeat. Never mind, it's 1 action.
Oh.
Sorry. All right, and the creature has also been beaten. We have found his lair and put it into his pillaging.
Yay! And he doesn't. We do not have to land on his space because it could have been a water space that he would have been on.
Correct. And
That's
that
why he has
is
this little token.
Horrified. It's a pretty simple game. It's not too crazy.
We say that, and then once you get past 2 monsters like we just did, you'll decide on your own if it is easy or not.
It definitely is. If you do the way that they tell you to go ahead and do it, instead of picking your monsters and your hero, and you do everything kind of by just guessing which one you're gonna get. The combinations can be a little intense. Most of the time I get stuck with the Wolfman and the Invisible Man at the same time, and they're a pretty crazy combination.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, if you're going to go ahead and play this for the first time, I'd recommend doing Dracula and the Creature, just because
Which
they're a
it
little bit
says
easier.
in the game too. Those are the people they want you to start with for your first go round.
But I hope you enjoyed watching us play a round of Horrified. If this
Please like and subscribe. And if you liked what we did here, please comment and tell us what you might want us to play in the near future.